adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Ed is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. Now here's Randle. It's Edwards on the wing, guarded by Hield. McDaniels finds DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 5. Corner shot. The Warriors pull it in.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Outside Edwards. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards, confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
And here's Curry for 3. Connects from downtown. Curry's got 6.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
Now here's Curry. 6 points for him. Hield from outside. And it's Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. But Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, B.A., from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Curry from deep three-point land. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by, that puts him in the lead. He's got 7.
Edwards loves those long-range bombs. He's a confident shooter.
Curry against DiVincenzo. Curry gets the bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Inside. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. They trail by 1. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as you can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. The Warriors have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. The 3 is up. That won't go either for Curry. Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Edwards for 3. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Butler, a screen on DiVincenzo. Curry with another miss. Minnesota's gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Randle, the pass to Gobert. Over Green. Gobert, no good.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And the basket by Hield.
A very efficient range shooter. You expect Hield to take these shots.
You know, to be a high-volume shooter like Buddy Hield, you have to have a lot of self-confidence, Clark.
Well, not just self-confidence, B.A. You better have the ability to knock down shots, and Buddy Hield has that in spades. He can get it done from any direction he needs to, going right, going left off the catch. He can dribble into the 3 on occasion. That shot he's got is pure. This is how competitive Curry is. He's got a great competitive spirit. You drain a 3 on him, guess what? He's looking to come right back at you.
Golden State has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the three-point line in this first quarter. And he lobs it up top. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Edwards against Curry. Good work defensively by Randle. Minnesota has gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Outside Curry. For three. No good there. For three, DiVincenzo. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
And just nails the three. Way to close the quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A three.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota, absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
Curry and Hield to the sharpshooting backcourt. Moody is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Green in at the center position. That's the group for Golden State as we kick off the second quarter. Warriors trail by 6. Outside Curry. From outside the arc. Oh, Curry! A sick triple!
Huge night for Curry and a great rhythm thus far. That's always bad news for the team he's facing.
Randall deciding where to go with it. Pass to DiVincenzo. McDaniels with it. Outside, DiVincenzo. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Clark, with Minnesota being a major player in the West now, Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base. And, yeah, they're excited. And for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for.
From deep three-point land, it's rebounded by Minnesota.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. It was maybe a step out of his range.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Goes up from the top of the key. Curry with another miss. Minnesota leading by 4. Pass to Edwards. Randall outside. Now here's McDaniels. The three is up. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall.
They just look sweeter falling from the corner, don't they, those threes? McDaniels more than serviceable from deep.
And the basket by Curry.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Hield. They grab their own miss. McDaniels from long range. Rebounded by Hield.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Minnesota's gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop. DiVincenzo, the pass to Edwards. Randall outside. Pulls up on the wing, and the jumper falls for him. Randall's got 5 now. Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Fires from the wing. Gobert, no good. Warriors trail by 6. Here's Curry. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not. To the left wing. Gobert passes to Edwards. Puts up a three. Kept alive. The three ball. There's 48 seconds left in the first half.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Left side, Butler. Misses off the left iron.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on you.
And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul. And the Warriors going with a whole new group out there. Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves. 29 seconds left in the second. There's the three. Spencer grabs the miss. Warriors trail by 8. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Wing shot on the way. Kuminga's shot is off. Edwards looking for an opening. The Timberwolves again can't hit. No luck on that one. And so it's Minnesota finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
So for Minnesota right now, Naz Reid out there with Miller. Then it's Joe Ingles. Then there's Mike Conley. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2 spot. Payton against Reed. Here's post. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen. You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson-Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside. That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Kuminga. Floats one up. Chalk up 2 there. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And here's Conley. Pass to Alexander Walker. Lets it go from the wing. The rebound by Post. Warriors trail by 9. Here's Kuminga. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Out to the wing. Here's Post. Offline with a 3. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Back to Reed. From deep. It's rebounded by Golden State. Outside Payton. Outside Kuminga. Pass to Podziemski. Off target with the 3. Minnesota leading by 9. Ingles from outside. That shot off.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. Backcourt violation, just missed it.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. There's the triple. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Golden State is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
2 minutes.
For 3, Conley. That shot, no good. Warriors trail by 9. Pass to Kuminga. We've got 1:48 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. To the inside. Conley against Payton. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Conley's gotten his second bucket of the game. And there's the screen. Pass to Post. Nails the wide open jumper. Post has got 4 points now in the quarter. The Timberwolves lead by 9. Outside, Ingles. Puts it up from the high post. Reed can't hit. The Warriors have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Oh, that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Outside Conley. 44 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Miller. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fella.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Outside Conley. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Post. Post has got 4 rebounds now. On the wing, Payton. Takes a 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Reed's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Conley. With the floater. And the layup is good. Conley's got 6.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's Minnesota leading by 10. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Curry and Hield to the sharpshooting backcourt. Butler out there with Green. And it's Moody in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. They get it back. Left side, DiVincenzo. And here's Edwards outside. Edwards on target.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
It's scooped up. The kick out to Edwards. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
And a deep 3 from Curry. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Timberwolves lead by 11. Randall outside. Outside Edwards. The 3. Again, the miss by Edwards. Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Curry on the drive. No luck on that one. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Butler. McDaniels got room. Jimmy Butler with a rebound.
Got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
The three from Curry knocks down the triple. Curry's got 29.
That's Curry's game. I mean, you can't give him a sliver of daylight out there.
Outside McDaniels. Launches a three. Hook it. And it's Randall with the assist. Randall's got his 4th assist in this one.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Minnesota leading by 11. Here's Edwards. And it's a big finish right on Draymond Green. Oh, my goodness.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
Moody misses. The Timberwolves have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. DiVincenzo, the pass to McDaniels. Here's the three. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 5 rebounds in the game. Butler with the ball. Randall's in his pocket. And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
And Edwards puts up a deep three. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the 4th. Oh, rejected by McDaniels.
The length of McDaniels, a big factor at both ends.
Randall, the pass to DiVincenzo. It's stolen by Curry. Here's Green. Oh, look at Green. So smart, so athletic. And we've got 1:18 left in the final quarter. DiVincenzo, the pass to Edwards. The three. Hauled in by Curry. Warriors trail by 11. Hield finds Curry. Outside Moody. 6 to shoot. Out to Hield. 3-pointer. And it's Stephen Curry with the three. Curry's got 32 points in the game.
Good decision making by Hield, giving it up when somebody else was freer and in better position.
Randall, the pass to Edwards. 3-pointer. They get it back. And we've got 28 seconds left in the game. And he gets it to go.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA. No matter what, they got it done.
So it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win. All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg.
And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Here's the starting group for Houston. At the guard positions, Van Fleet and Green. Thompson is out there with Halper and Şengün. And it's Brooks in at the three.
Sprinting down the floor is the key to a great fast break, and Steph putting on the afterburners there. Thompson
passes to Green. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Şengün. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Golden State's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Lets it fly. It's rebounded by Şengün.
I guess even he has to miss one of those.
Yikes. I mean, that's a rugged play.
Gracious. And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, I talked with head coach Steve Kerr. I asked him how they plan on bottling up Jalen Green. Now, he said, we have to try and stay in front of him and protect the rim. Jalen is an explosive athlete and an incredibly crafty finisher around the basket, so keeping him out of the paint won't be easy. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. Now Thompson after the missed three from Stephen Curry. Here's Green. Rebound by Butler.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
There's the triple. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
So much attention on Steph that really opens up the floor.
Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46 and 36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team. But Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
And here is Van Vliet after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Van Vliet with the bucket.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout. Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, it's always surprising to see him miss from there.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
And so it's Golden State with it, following the score by Houston. Butler kicks to Green. Good, and Butler gets the assist.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And the shot goes in.
Now that's a needle in a haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Curry looking around. Pass to Hield. Butler in the corner. And stolen by Şengün. Brooks outside. A three-pointer off the mark. Warriors trail by 3. And a deep three from Curry. No good on the triple. Stolen. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Takes it off the glass. Curry's got 8.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Van Vliet outside. Pass to Green. Three-pointer. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Green's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Rockets.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Fade away. And there's Green on the assist by Curry.
He's a different shooter when he shoots in one piece and with great confidence. Draymond Green, terrific, taking a high-quality shot that time.
Now here's Thompson. Draymond Green with the rebound.
Well, he wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Van Vliet against Curry. Here's the three. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. To the inside. And stolen by Butler. To the middle. Here's Green. And it's all evened up. And that's now 6 points for Draymond Green.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
Taking a look at the Rockets. Running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. Alperen Şengün out there with the men Thompson. And it's Van Vliet in at the 1 spot. Now here's Brooks after the miss from Stephen Curry. Şengün with a wide open look. Nice open look, but it's no good. Fires the three. What a deep shot from Steph Curry.
And we'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
It's good. Van Vliet's got 5. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Butler on the wing. Hits the jumper in space. Butler's got the lead back up to 3 now for the Warriors.
Well, Hield right there on the yield, waiting for someone to get open.
And Jimmy Butler put together, Brent, one of the all-time playoff runs, leading the Heat to the finals in 2023.
Yeah, you don't want to live in or dwell on the past, but man, Miami being the 8th seed that year, Kevin, and with Jimmy putting up 38 a game in that first round against the Bucks. This guy earned the MVP of the Eastern Conference Finals. What a run.
And it's off from three-point range. Rockets trail by 3. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, last season, Draymond Green got his three-pointer going again. He said, over the years, my shot took a dive. It was in large part because I couldn't get in and out of my hips. They were messed up. It was getting my movement patterns right. Kevin, my hips haven't been the same in years. The Draymonds are good. Now they've made him tough to deal with. Back to you.
Your hips are pretty good, David. I've always said your hip. Floor spacing, always critical. Good point, D.A. Here's Curry. The Rockets making the shot. Right side, Green. There's a screen. The 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
You know, this team spaces the floor so well, and Draymond Green, if he's selective, can be somebody who can operate at the three-point line.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 5. Pass to Brooks. With the fadeaway. It's rebounded by Golden State. Butler's got 4 rebounds in this game. Curry against Van Vliet.
2 minutes.
Green dishes to Curry. Outside Butler. Green, the pass to Hield. Second shot opportunity. He's off on that one.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
It's Curry outside. The putback, and it's Butler stuffing it right back through.
Just relentless Jimmy Butler.
Here's Van Vliet. In the corner, Şengün with it. Jacks up a 3. Jimmy Butler with the rebound. Butler's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Curry on the wing. Covered by Van Vliet. Fades and shoots. A nice shot by Moody. And it's a 9-point Warrior lead.
He was wide open, but just to make sure, he put a little fade on that jumper.
Green with a screen on Curry. Bobbed up there for Green. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Just hanging in the air that time. Green with some terrific bounce.
35 seconds left to play in the first half. Rockets trail by 7. And here we go. Fast break. Van Vliet stops. And Thompson throws it down.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And here's Thompson. 8 points for him. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Now just a 2-point Warrior lead. Now Curry. Good if it goes. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we... Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
You can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
We've got Brandon Pajemski, Jonathan Kuminga out there with Gary Payton II. And it's Post in at the center position. That's the Warriors 5. Here's Post. The rebound by Steven Adams. Whitmore with it. Pass to Holiday. And Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot. Can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Nice shot by Smith.
And that's a nice shot from mid-range there. Smith must continue to knock it down at that level.
Smith against Kuminga. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, guys, the team has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Outside Holiday. Connects from three-point range. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
No problems knocking that one down. And the Warriors lead by 2.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Over Eason. Payton's shot is off. Smith with it. Now Payton defending. And for such a young player, Brandon Pajemski has a mature game.
Well, Kevin, his intellect out on the floor, I think, is at an elite level. Brandon does such a good job of hovering around the basket to get rebounds. He advances the ball with the pass. He's driving and always looking for angles. So this is an advantage-created player. Brandon does a great job of it.
Here's Whitmore. Hasn't made one yet. Unloads. The Rockets with another miss. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Over in the corner, Kuminga. Ring shot on the way. It's hauled in by Adams. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here.
Smith with the size and lift to elevate above the crowd and knock down jumpers when he gets to his spot.
Kuminga, no good. It's tipped. It's stolen by Kuminga. No one near Payton as he lets it go. And the Warriors miss again. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm.
And guys, we're going to see a lot of that from this young man. Smith right now, beasting.
Now here's Payton. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And Post gets it to go. Rockets have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. And a wide open look for Whitmore. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game. The Warriors shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. The Rockets shooting around 40% in the third. Maybe settling for some less than ideal looks out there. And that one's good, Whitmore.
And Smith already understands you have to be unselfish if you're going to gain the respect of your teammates and coaches.
Out to the wing. Here's Kuminga. And Adams sends it back. Pass to Eason. And some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Smith. It's rebounded by Golden State.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Here's Payton. And the Warriors miss again. For Houston, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Adams with the screen on Payton. And Whitmore with the basket on the assist by Adams. Whitmore's got the lead up to 4 now for Houston. Here's Payton. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Smith outside. 4 seconds left. Clock up 2 there. Smith's got 8 points.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And so it's Houston with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Jabari Smith is out there with Adams. Then it's Cam Whitmore. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Holiday in at the point.
You're kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. That's a 2 from Smith. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And the wide open shot from Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 4 assists in the game. Pass to Eason. For the 3. Curry with the rebound.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
It's up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Adams has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
So the Rockets end up going with a whole new group. Brooks misses. Warriors trail by 4. Hield outside. Over Thompson. Hield can't hit. Rockets have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the 1 make. Here's Şengün. Off target with his 3. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. It's Curry outside. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Van Vliet kicks to Green. Claps in the tray.
Green knows that he needs to take and make threes at a good clip. Nice shot there.
Here's Butler. They kick out to Hield. Outside Curry. 6 to shoot. Curry buries the 3-shot.
What worked from Steph Curry gets open and makes it look easy. Wow.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Jimmy Butler with the rebound. Warriors trail by 4. Curry with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. Pass to Butler. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Thompson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Warriors with the rebound. 1:51 left in the 4th quarter. High post shot. And right on target with the switch. Curry's got 8 points in the quarter.
Steph's willing to hurt you from the mid-range. Look, if you're going to be that open, he's going to take the shot.
Warriors are gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Pass to Butler to tie it up. Look at the attack of Butler in the lane.
And Jimmy Buckets is alive.
And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Houston Rockets. Şengün with the screen for Van Vliet. Another miss by Houston. crucial possession with time ticking down.
Yeah, an opportunity to take the lead on this possession.
Curry finds Butler. Heel from outside. Good, and Butler gets the assist. And the Warriors lead by 3.
That's the guy you don't want shooting. How about Hield coming up big?
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. And Curry pulls it down. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Three-pointer, Butler. That shot, no good. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. There's Green with the 3. It falls! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Here's Curry with the 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Yes!
And they still have a foul to give at this point.
And the Warriors with possession here. Curry passes to Butler. Outside Curry. The 3. Off target from downtown. It's stolen by Hield. Oh, he got it to go.
Gets the big-time shot to fall, folks.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Moody is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Green in at the 5, down low. Van Vliet kicks to Green. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Green's got the first points here in the overtime period for the Rockets. Butler sets a screen for Curry. A turnaround jumper. Goes back up. Up top Moody. Stolen by Brooks. A 3-ball. Outside Green. 3-pointer. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Butler. And they'll get another chance. That's a 2 from Hield. And he hits the jump shot. Hield's got the game tied up here for the Warriors. Houston's got neither of their first 2 3-point attempts to fall here in overtime. A shot by Thompson and no one to round. The rebound by Hield. Hield's got his 6th rebound on the night. The shot by Curry, no good.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Hield, the pass to Moody. Here's Green. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Down low. And it's Brooks at the elbow. Let's go. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist. And now a 5-point Rocket lead. Outside Curry. Here's Moody. It counts. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Trifecta.
And how about the leadership there from Van Vliet? Ready to put this team on his back and give them that crucial bucket.
On the wing, Hield. It's rebounded by Şengün. Lobbed up there for Thompson. It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Butler with the steal.
can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And so here is Houston, leading by 5. Now here's Van Vliet. Fires from way outside. Missed. So we see the Rockets get the win here.
attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Here are the starters for Houston. Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Thompson out there with Alperon Şengün. And it's Van Vliet in at the 1. Van Vliet finds Şengün. And here's Thompson for 3. On target from range.
And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown.
From deep, Conley drills it from deep.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Three-pointer, Brooks. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to McDaniels. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Stan, a late first-round pick in 2020. Jaden McDaniels, one of the top young two-way players in the league.
Well, Brian, last season he was rewarded with a big money extension. His play tailed off just a bit, but still a key player for them moving forward.
And Minnesota with possession here. After the basket by Houston. The shot by Conley, no good.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Van Vliet misses. The Timberwolves have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. McDaniels from long range. Minnesota again missing. Houston has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Outside, Green. Over Edwards. And Conley grabs the miss.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
For 3, Randall gets the 3 to fall.
Yeah, a shot that Randall has added to his repertoire. Shooting the 3 with confidence now.
And here's Şengün. Puts up a deep 3. And he can't get that one. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Gobert. And he misses his first shot of the game.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Here's Brooks. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Offensively, Brooks can be just relentless, constantly looking for chances to get his team points.
Pass to Randall. Jacks up a 3. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Randall's got 6.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And you got to at least honor Brooks' three-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
There's the double with Thompson. Randall's got room. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, similarities in the games of Alperon Şengün and Nikola Jokic. A couple years back, Jokic suggested that Houston run their offense more through him, and they have. Jokic said that's going to benefit the whole organization. He wants to pass and play for the team. They'll move when the ball is in his hands. Brian?
Well, Jokic would know. Thanks, Allie. Edwards, no good. The Rockets trail. Here's Thompson. Green in the post. Guarded by Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson passes to Green. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
McDaniels got room. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Şengün passes to Van Vliet. Shot on the wing. And he gets the jumper to drop. There's 45 seconds left in the opening quarter. Conley against Van Vliet. Let's go with a 3. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Brooks with it. And it's Gobert picking him up. And the basket is good. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside Edwards. Off target from outside. Thompson in the post. Working on McDaniels. And stolen by Edwards. Randall deciding where to go with it. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Rockets ahead. They're up. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, what do you think about the Rockets?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Van Fleet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Amin Thompson out there with Dylan Brooks. And it's Şengün in at the center position. Defensive Player of the Year 4 times over, Stan. Rudy Gobert tied for the record.
Yeah, Brian, alongside Dikembe Mutombo and Ben Wallace, and Gobert's capable of getting another one, too, assuming his countryman, Victor Wembanyama, doesn't start taking the reins.
Minnesota in the lead. Thompson with a steal. Going inside. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Tough to slow Thompson down when he's got a lane to the rim like that.
Here's McDaniels. Nice spin off the left rim and in. McDaniels got his second basket of the game.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Here's Thompson with the drive. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
Conley finds Randall. The offensive rebound. Outside McDaniels. This one for 3. Gobert on the high post. Still no points. And the call will be against Alperen Şengün. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Edwards. Edwards rises up and powers it down.
Well, look, you can't let Edwards get this close to the rim because he will dunk it on you.
That's good by Thompson. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
For 3, Randall. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 3 assists in the game. And here's Van Fleet. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Trailing by 2. Down low. Randall with a steal. In transition, here they come. Here's McDaniels. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
And so Gobert nails both of them. Rockets trail by 4. Van Vliet finds Şengün. Thompson outside. Here's Brooks. Outside for Green. Fires for 3. Some solid defense from Edwards.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Randall outside. Sinks the tray. Randall's got 15 points.
He's been so aggressive on offense. And with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Oh, they get a hand on it. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by McDaniels. Rockets trail by 7. Here's Thompson. Takes it inside. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
Well, you see Thompson's explosion there. I mean, just an insanely quick first step. All the defender can do is bump him.
McDaniels from long range. Second shot opportunity. Outside for Randall. Lets the three fly. The shot no good. The Rockets have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Here's Thompson. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing.
Randall can't hit. Houston has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Green, the pass to Thompson. 41 seconds left in the second quarter. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. 17 points in the game.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
Minnesota again missing. The Rockets trail. Thompson goes in. Brooks outside. From the arc. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. McDaniels from long range. He buries it from 3. McDaniels got 5 points now in the quarter. Van Vliet scanning the floor. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
A beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. For 3, Conley. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. What a performance for Julius Randle. He has been the story for the Minnesota Timberwolves, hitting 3 trays in the quarter, providing some sharp shooting. We'll be back in a moment. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Well, you got to like what we're seeing from Amin Thompson.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Joe Ingles is out there with Miller. Then there's Naz Reid. Then it's Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Here's Easton. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. And here's Minnesota now. They lead by 1. Here's Miller. No good on the triple.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
And the basket by Holiday. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter.
Alexander Walker. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Alexander Walker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. DiVincenzo against Holiday, and Donte DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Smith. No made baskets yet. A deep 3. Miller pulls it in. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Here's Alexander Walker. Miller outside. Ingles from outside. Drills it from deep.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Pass to Smith. Wide open look. Reed with the rebound. The Timberwolves lead by 4. Outside, Ingles. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Here's Smith. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Smith's got his first 2 points. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. A quick shot there. It's off target.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Rockets showing improvement. Head coach Ime Udoka said, quote, when you rely on your young guys, you're constantly trying to instill habits that'll carry them for the rest of their careers. It's mistakes and tendencies you have to try to break continually. Just staying positive. We see glimpses of how close we can be.
All right, Allie, thanks for that.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Here's Smith. That one is off.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option there.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Reed. Chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Rockets trail by 8. Whitmore goes in, and that one is hammered home.
Yes, slashing toward the hoop. Whitmore not hesitating when he sees an opportunity.
DiVincenzo, pass to Alexander Walker. Fires the three. Pure from three-point range. Alexander Walker's got 9 points now in the second half. Here's Holiday. Smith outside. Outside Whitmore. Hits the trifecta.
And you can see Smith has the vision. Now, it'll be interesting to watch that part of his game continue to develop.
Reed against Adams. Pass to Ingles. Launches it. Adams grabs the miss. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Here's Whitmore outside. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
DiVincenzo, pass to Reed. 4-3. Miller left side. Up top, Reed. Takes the 3. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Smith. Miller pulls it in. Outside, Ingles. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And that's it for the third quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Aaron Holiday out there with Cam Whitmore. Then it's Tari Eason. Then it's Jabari Smith. And it's Adams in at the center position. Lets it go from deep. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. Coach knows they're losing the 3 battle. He told the team, we need to limit their outside looks, force them to put it on the floor, and make them beat us off the dribble. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. He drops it from range.
And the luxury of having Van Vliet. He doesn't need the ball to score. Fred can work off the rock and be a spot-up shooter.
For 3, Randall. It's hauled in by Houston.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Pass to Green. Back to Thompson. The kick out to Van Vliet. Up and over Conley. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Van Vliet's got 5 points in the quarter.
I mean, a smart shooter. I like watching Van Vliet measure the defense and stick them with the J.
Thompson against Randall. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Houston. Thompson's got 4 rebounds in the game. And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's It's his first foul of the game.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Randall, right side. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. And the Timberwolves lead by 4. And here's Van Vliet. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Shot is up. Again, Houston. Minnesota's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. And here's Edwards outside. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 4 assists in the game. Thompson outside. Driving in. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
What a burst Thompson has. I mean, on his drives, he goes from 0 to 60 in a heartbeat.
Randall outside. For 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Thompson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Brooks. Here's Landale. Landale with a screen. Here's Thompson. Outside for Green. Here's the teardrop. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Conley looking for an opening. And here's McDaniels. 3-pointer. Brooks with the rebound. 1:57 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Tipped. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. And it's Randall with the jam.
Oh, a rugged competitor. Randall's teammates trust his ability to make plays in big moments.
Thompson in the post. Guarded by Edwards. Brooks outside. Beyond the arc. He can't get it to go.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Randall, pass to McDaniels. Let's go with a 3. Thompson pulls it in. Rockets trail by 5. Here he goes. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Randall finds Conley. A minute 6 left in the fourth. Gobert, no good.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Here's Green. Lets a floater go. Landale, the pass to Green. In transition. McDaniels from long range. Connects from downtown. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Ooh, Gobert with a steal. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. McDaniels with it. Checked by Brooks. They get the rebound. Outside McDaniels. Edwards for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
And it's Green off the drive. Here's Gobert. Misses the jumper from the wing. So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. This one was a fun one to watch.
a bit of an old school feel to it, doesn't it? These teams love to run things down low.
Yeah, it's going to be a heck of a matchup, Kevin. A little bit of bully ball, you could say. Having a center you can run your offense through makes the rest of your offense that much better.
Now Golden State's starting five. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Moody is out there with Butler, and it's Green in at the five. Now here is Conley. Here's Gobert. Draymond Green with the rebound.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Takes a three. The offensive rebound. Off with the layup. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. We talked about a lot of things, including how to try and slow down Steph Curry. He said it's the usual stuff. You can't go under screens. You have to contest without fouling. You have to recognize he will put the ball on the floor and drive if you overplay him. That's a lot to account for, guys.
Thanks so much, David. Now Randall, after Anthony Edwards missed from long range. Clock at 6. They shoot again. Gobert, no good. Warriors have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. It didn't take long for Podziemski to establish himself as an elite charge taker.
The funny thing about the game of basketball is that some things can't be taught. Pods clearly has the it factor when it comes for the timing that it takes to draw charges. He can steal a few possessions for you every single game.
Back to Gobert. Pass to Randall. Beyond the arc. A three-pointer is right on target.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Curry with a wide-open look. Another three for Golden State.
And you got the feeling that was coming. Curry loves coming back with a three of his own.
Conley kicks to McDaniels. Over Moody. A nice shot by McDaniels.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Here's Curry, stolen by Conley. Here's Edwards. Out left to the wing. Now here's McDaniel. Defended by Moody.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game. You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Conley dishes to McDaniels. Fires the three. Podziemski grabs the board.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Moody. A three-pointer, no good. Minnesota's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by.
And he can take off from anywhere at any time. Edwards always a threat.
Basket good. Curry's got 8 points.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Should we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Well, there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State.
Here's Curry. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Pass to McDaniels. Wide open. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Here's Curry. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Now here's Gobert. Still scoreless. From past the arc. Moody's shot is off. The Timberwolves shooting 40% here in the early stages. The Timberwolves working the ball around. Here's Gobert. Green with the rebound. Warriors have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. It's stolen by Randall. Conley with a wide open look. And Gobert kicks to Conley. Here's Randall. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists in the game. 1 second left. That one, no good. At the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Timberwolves lead by 2. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
They've put their hard hats on and gone to work on the offensive boards. Those second chance points can really energize a team.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Jimmy Butler is out there with Moody. And it's Green in at the 5, roaming the paint. Gobert gets the bucket.
And Gobert showing how much he wanted that basket.
Nice move. Curry through traffic. Count it! Oh!
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Fires from deep. Curry buries the 3-shot.
What focus from Curry on offense so far, doing everything he can to provide a lift for his squad.
Conley with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. The Warriors leading. Pass to Moody. Outside, Green. Now Podziemski. Lets it go with the 3. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun. You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for a job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, DA. Back to Gobert. Fades. Randall passes to Gobert. Over Moody. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 4 this quarter.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Randall finds Conley. And Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
1:58 left in the first half of the game. Buries it from 3-point range.
And the touch on Edwards' shot is really nice. Gives it just enough power to drop in.
Green with a screen on Randall. Outside for Curry. To halt the run. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Curry's got 18 points.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
It's stolen by Green. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. And Green slams it in.
Got to reward the big man Green for running the floor. Excellent execution.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 1. Randall outside. Pass to McDaniels. The tray. Rebound by Butler. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Now here's Gobert. Randall outside. Clock is at 3. Here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And the slam, if Rudy gets that ball anywhere near the rim, he is going to finish it.
And the wide open shot from Green. Knocks down the 3 ball. Green's got 5 points now this quarter. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Edwards kicks to Randall. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Curry looking around. Off target with the open look. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Nas Reed out there with Miller. And it's Joe Ingles. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Alexander Walker in at the shooting guard. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Richard with Buddy Hield. We're talking about one of the best shooters in the NBA.
No question, he is a marksman. He's going to have to be a mercenary, though. He is the type of an outside threat that every team needs. I don't care what the offensive system is, Buddy Hield will find a way to score.
Reed against Kuminga. Reed misses. Warriors leading by 3.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. From deep Ingles. The shot will not fall. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. 3-pointer Hield. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Miller kicks to DiVincenzo. Lets it go from the wing. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Kuminga with a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple. Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's Alexander Walker. No scoring in this one. Sinks the triple.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Kuminga sets a screen for Hield. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
So it's Minnesota now. Here's DiVincenzo. The quick look, no good that time. The Warriors shooting well. They're at 45%. Golden State moving it around. And the Warriors miss again. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. Alexander Walker finds DiVincenzo. Can't hit from 12.
Ooh, might rush that one a little bit. Pretty clean look inside.
Outside, Kuminga drills the three-pointer. Kuminga's got 5 points now in the quarter. Timberwolves trail by 5. Pass to Miller. That one goes in.
Nice, clean bounce pass. Sometimes the fundamentals are all you're going to need.
Payton outside. Here's Hield. Payton up top. Ingles covering. No good from Payton. For Minnesota, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Here's Kuminga. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Kuminga's got the lead up to 5 now for the Warriors.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, and that's made a huge difference. They're making the most of the chances on the break. Transition buckets decide more games than people think.
Shot clock at 6. DiVincenzo. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Hield's got 4 rebounds in this game. Floats it up for Kuminga. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And here is Ingles. Hasn't made one yet. Kuminga, no good.
He just can't resist the urge to try and do something special, and it cost them 2 points.
Here's Alexander Walker. Another miss by Minnesota. Warriors leading by 7. Hield outside. To the middle. A steal. DiVincenzo with it. Wants to get it to Reed, and does.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys in the bench. They are pumped up. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Warriors on top. They're up. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And it's the Warriors' ball. It's a 5-point game. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, in the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Butler out there with Green, and it's Moody in at the small forward position.
And he's got more than a few ways to beat him. Edwards will be aggressive when he has to initiate contact and create the N1 opportunity.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
And Butler gets it to go.
And the confidence from Butler on display. Doesn't hesitate for a second and just sinks that shot with ease.
Floats it up for Randall. Butler with the steal. And here we go. It's Butler. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Jaden McDaniels.
And one thing they'll never have to worry about with Butler, he's always going to take initiative.
And so Butler nails both of them. When it comes to players who like having fun, great Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
Here's Conley. Taps in, coming off an assist from Randall. Conley's got his first basket.
And how about the speed of Mike Conley there in transition? He explodes up the court to ensure they convert on that fast break.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. Timberwolves trail by 5. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Randall finds Conley. Good. Nothing but net.
Fantastic at capitalizing from those spots. Conley has a dynamite-looking jump shot.
Here's Curry with the 3. Oh, they get it back. From the arc. Hands it from downtown. Curry's got 21.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Fires from the corner. Handle no good.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Curry with another miss. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Pass to Gobert. McDaniels with the ball. And here is Conley. Back to McDaniel. 5 to shoot. That 3 off the mark.
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
And a deep 3 from Curry. The long distance 3 is buried. Curry's got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflection.
And another thing they did well was just keep the effort up offensively. Lots of boards leading to extra opportunities, which they converted. Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
Nice work from the in-between area. Curry has no problem taking this shot when it's available.
McDaniels gets a wide open look, and he's good on the 3 ball.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Pass to Pajemski. Stolen by Conley. And the layup's good off the glass.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
Warriors leading by 6. Butler feeling it out a bit. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for Minnesota. McDaniels finds Randall. Fires from way outside. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley.
Let's just say they weren't on the same page there. Not sure he was expecting that pass.
And the Warriors with possession here. Outside Curry. Wow, magical moves inside from Steph Curry. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Conley dishes to McDaniels. From deep. Kept alive. Here's Gobert. Outside for Randall. Outside Conley. Just 5 to shoot. No good from outside. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Pass to Pajemski. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
Now Curry. So we see the Warriors get the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it,
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. We've got Butler. Stephen Curry is out there with Gary Payton II. Then it's Moses Moody, and it's Green in at the 5. Curry from deep three-point land. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Fires the 3. The kick out to Van Vliet. The 3 is up. Warriors with the rebound. Now let's send it over to Ali LaForce, who is able to talk with Ime Udoka.
We talked about the task of facing Jimmy Butler, fiery wing. Coach said you can talk about the scouting report all you want with Jimmy, but he brings the extra dimension. Butler has the attitude that is unmatched in the league. The passion of Jimmy Butler in full focus tonight, Brian.
Thanks for that, Ali. Curry gets the bucket.
It looks easy, effortless. Curry, natural from long range.
And how about the Fred VanVleet story? From undrafted to all-star and NBA champion.
It's one of the remarkable journeys in the history of the league. There are a number of guys that have gone undrafted and ended up being all-stars and champions, but you think about it, one of the things they have in common in my mind, B.A., is a real understanding of who they are and what it's going to take to be successful. And then the willingness to put in the work and not be distracted by naysayers or the glamour of being a pro. They've got a real anchoring as to who they are and what their business is about, and then they maximize their ability. That's Fred VanVleet in a nutshell.
Now here's Green. Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball.
Warriors ball.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Outside Curry. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Curry's got 6.
This is exactly the kind of unique range that Curry has. I mean, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to get up on him.
Here's Şengün. Good. And VanVleet gets the assist.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
And here's Curry for 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Here's Thompson. Offline from the high post.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Pass to Curry. Launches a 3. Curry with another miss.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Three-pointer, VanVleet. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. The Warriors trailing. Takes the 3. Rockets with a rebound. Şengün's got 4 rebounds now. Launches it. That one's good from Green. And the assist by Brooks.
Green, impressive range from deep. He knows how dangerous he can be from there.
Fader on the way. Count that bucket.
I know he was wide open, but that fadeaway was cash.
Pass to Şengün. Shot from the wing. The rebound by Moody.
Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
After years of finishing at the bottom of the West, things are looking up for the Rockets, Clark.
You know, B.A., they've done a really good job of drafting and developing players. That combination can allow you to move forward. And along with signing complementary veterans, that adds to the mix as well. And they've done a nice job. And they've got future draft capital, too. So the Rockets are certainly on the rise.
Now here's VanVleet. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself. Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
And you gotta love the fire VanVleet plays with, coming right back with his own 3.
And here's Curry for 3. Curry with another miss. The Rockets trail. Pass to Thompson. No one near him. can't hit that time.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Van Vliet, the pass to Thompson. Driving to the basket. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool.
And so the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams scoring well, but it's all tied. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And taking a look at Houston's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Alperon Şengün out there with Amin Thompson. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. No surprise here. Stephen Curry hopes to be a Warrior for life. He said being a part of a group of legends that have played for one franchise, established a culture, and won at the highest level, and did it with a lot of different roster combinations, I don't ever take that for granted. Brian, what a run.
Yeah, it is a great run, and he's been the foundation, Allie. Thank you.
This is how competitive Curry is. He's got a great competitive spirit. You drain a 3 on him, guess what? He's looking to come right back at you.
Fires from the wing. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Van Vliet's got 8 points.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
The NBA becoming more and more global, Clark. Şengün, a perfect example of that.
Yeah, Alperon Şengün out of Turkey. Right now on the fast track to being the best player to ever come out of his homeland. So still very young, but boy, his future is quite bright.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can. Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Curry's shot is off. The Rockets have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Green for 3. The rebound by Payton. Golden State has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point land here in the second. Here's Curry. Look at Chef Curry cooking it up inside.
Hey, inside Curry has all the tricks. Floaters, scoop shots, fallaways, left hand, right hand. However he has to do it, he will.
The Warriors leading. Three-pointer. Gets the 3 ball to go. Curry's got 23.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Pass to Şengün, looking to win the run. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
This speaks to how assertive Şengün can be. Love when he makes quick decisions like that there.
Here's Curry. Again, Golden State. The Rockets have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Shot from the top of the key, and Şengün gets it to go. Şengün's got 8 here in this quarter.
Making strides on that end of the floor. Şengün showing what he can do as a scorer.
Stolen by Van Vliet. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Van Vliet.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. The shot by Butler, no good. Houston has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Şengün, no good. The Warriors have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Here's Curry. And the Warriors miss again. The Rockets have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. From the high post. And a Another miss by Houston.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Huge night for Curry and a great rhythm thus far. That's always bad news for the team he's facing.
Thompson gets a good look, and they cash it in right away with a quick shot. Thompson's got 6 points.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter.
And here's Curry for 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got rebound number 7 tonight. Thompson passes to Şengün. On the wing, Green. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. Curry with it, and he's got 28 now. Outside Moody. Back to Curry. From deep three-point land. There it goes! Big shot at the buzzer!
Whoa! The heave to beat the buzzer. That's an impossible shot, man, even when you don't have the clock to worry about.
And we finished off one half of play. The Warriors on top. They're up by 6. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
On the floor for the Warriors. They've got Buddy Hield, and it's Post in at the 5 spot. Here's Hield. Rockets with a rebound. Outside Eason. Spencer grabs the miss. The Warriors lead by 6. Here's Knox. Gets it to go from the corner. Knox has gotten his first points in this one. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Here's Post. Tipped away. Outside Kuminga. Puts up a 3. Adams grabs the miss. Well, the Rockets shooting 40% from the field in this one. A nice shot by Smith.
An excellent pull-up jump shooter. Smith doesn't need much airspace to do some damage.
Here's Post. Adams covering. Here's Knox. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Knox has gotten his second bucket of the game. Rockets trail by 7. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. And the basket by Holiday.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Hield from outside. Smith with the rebound. The Rockets have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Three-pointer, Holiday. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Holiday's got 5 points.
And you can see Smith has the vision. Now, it'll be interesting to watch that part of his game continue to develop.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Offensive board. Outside Eason. 6 to shoot. For the lead. Rebounded by Hield. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. If you look at rebounding rate, Tari Eason is one of the best in the NBA, Clark.
Yeah, you think about rate, it basically looks at what percentage of rebounds do you get while you're on the floor. And Eason is prolific in terms of boards per minute. Uses his 6'8" frame well. He's gobbling up rebounds at well under 1 every 3 minutes. That's a lot of heavy lifting there, folks.
And the basket by Hill.
A very efficient range shooter. You expect Hill to take these shots.
Outside Holiday, on the wing Whitmore. Baseline try, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
No idea what they were thinking there defensively. I mean, that's a shot he makes often.
Here's Kuminga. It's on target from the high post. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Picked by Smith. Here's Whitmore outside. Warriors with the rebound. Outside Kuminga. Pass to Knox. Throws it up high. And Kuminga throws it down.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
A nice shot by Smith.
And this is why Jabari Smith went early in the draft. His ability to find shots and, of course, make them too.
Here's Post, covered by Smith. Post shot, no good. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Smith outside. Adams inside. Pass to Whitmore. Now here's Eason. Second chance shot. Rebounded by Knox.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Spencer, no good. Outside Whitmore. Holiday passes to Smith. Shoots over Kuminga. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. The Warriors. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. He told his players, we are right there, guys. This game is ours. Continue to work hard, and we will win this game.
Allie, thank you. Steven Adams out there with Smith. Then it's Aaron Holiday. Then there's Whitmore. And it's Eason in at the 3. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And the three-pointer goes.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Pass to Whitmore. From behind the arc. Counted from distance.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And it's Adams missing. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. 3-point lead. Left side Moody. Pass to Curry. Fires for 3. Good. And Butler gets the assist. Curry's got 6 here in the quarter.
Off a pass, Steph Curry. That one is always going in, or almost always going in.
The 3, Smith. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And it's a completely new group for the Rockets. Thompson against Butler. And the foul called on Draymond Green. That's his first foul. Green's checked in for Thompson.
On the floor for your Rockets, number 32.
On the wing, Brooks. Moody defends. Van Vliet, the pass to Brooks. To to tie it up. And it's Green missing.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
The three from Curry. And again, no good by Golden State.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Şengün. Houston with another miss. The Warriors lead by 3. Outside Curry. Lets it fly from 18. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Curry's got 39.
The ball handling of Steph is sometimes undervalued. I mean, he's much more than a shooter. This guy has mad skills as a handler.
Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by Houston. Brooks has got his 5th rebound in this one. Step back and fire. That's good from Van Vliet. And the assist by Brooks.
I mean, you have to love the intensity Van Vliet plays with in these situations. He's always ready to meet a challenge.
And there it is for him.
When you need a big bucket, Curry knows exactly how to come through. Clutch.
Van Vliet with a screen on Butler. Green for 3. Goes back up. And it's Green missing.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Outside for Green. From 15 feet away. And again, it's Golden State.
Working that in-between area, Steph likes to keep the defense on its heels.
Green finds Brooks. And it's off from 3-point range. The Warriors lead by 7. And a deep 3 from Curry. Oh, Curry making it look effortless.
Looks like they're gaining some confidence here in crunch time.
You can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
What was the defense thinking? I mean, that's the wrong guy to leave open.
Up top, Curry. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Guys, it's a one-man show out there. I mean, he looks like he's willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
And it's Green missing. Golden State has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the 4th. Here's the 3. Curry, no good. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
And things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Another one falls. Amazing.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. And here's Green from the arc. Knocks down the triple.
Yeah, no question Van Vliet was going to find his man. He has excellent court vision.
And a deep 3 from Curry. And again for 3. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
The BA, he's on fire.
Now here's Van Vliet. Fires away from way outside. Rebounded by Green. Fires from way outside. Good. Another from 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible. And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stuck. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
defensive squads in the NBA. This figures to be a low-scoring affair.
But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Randall out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's McDaniels at the 3.
This guy, when he steps across half court, he is within range. Anthony Edwards, my goodness.
Şengün with a wide open look. Off target with his 3. And here are the Timberwolves. McDaniels with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. A shot by McDaniels, no good. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Hits it from three-point range. Thompson's got 5 more.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Fires from the wing. Conley's shot is off.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Wasted no time on that one.
Well, the effectiveness of Julius Randle, wherever he is on the floor, the mid-range, one of those tools in the toolbox.
And those advanced numbers, Doris, they show Rudy Gobert is historically great.
Kevin, I love that you are an analytics lover, but for me, it's about the eye test. Rudy Gobert has won the Defensive Player of the Year on more than one occasion. He's played on winning teams, and he's been an integral part of their success. He is one of the all-time great defenders we've seen.
Here's Thompson. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Van Vliet. Thompson, a screen on Conley. Pass to Thompson. Lets the 3 fly. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 3 assists in the game. Conley, the pass to Edwards. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Rockets leading by 3. Inside. And Thompson throws it down.
This one has been all about Ahmed Thompson. A freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
Now here's Conley. Here's Randall. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Van Vliet on the wing, over by Conley. And there's the call on Ahmed Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to talk with Ime Udoka for a minute. I asked him how you take care of the Stifle Tower himself, Rudy Gobert. Coach said, I think you just try to pester him on defense and stay away from him on offense. If he's anywhere near our shooters, that means it's time to move the ball. So they'll have to play keep away when it comes to Gobert. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks. Gobert. The Rockets pull it in.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And Thompson throws it down.
Well, this is an important part of his offense. We know Van Vliet can knock down big-time shots, but what a pretty pass right there.
Here's Conley, following the score by Houston. Pass to Gobert. Here's McDaniels. Launches it. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got 4 rebounds in this game. The baseline J. Randall grabs the board.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
We've got 28 seconds left here in the first quarter. Conley gets the bucket.
Well, this guy could have powered on the interior, but goes to the floater game. This is one of his specialties.
Şengün with the screen for Van Vliet. Over to the wing. Şengün, no good. Right side, Edwards. From outside the arc. He can't get that one to fall. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Rockets lead by 5. And we'll be back with... And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Gobert is out there with Julius Randle, and it's Conley in at the 1 spot. Şengün, no good.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Gobert, no good. Rockets leading by 5. And it's Brooks in the corner. Knocked loose and out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And so Conley will bring the ball up for Minnesota.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The turnaround. Edwards can't hit. And for Houston, they're shooting at 50% in a decent crew. Thompson dishes to Green. Back to Thompson. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Thompson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Rockets. Conley finds Edwards. Over Green. Edwards. That's good. Edwards got 5 now.
Anthony Edwards just reading what the defense giving up. Gets to his mid-range game right there.
Brooks with a screen on Randle. Here's Thompson. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
Wow, that is a strong move there to go in for the dunk.
No good on the free throw. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Thompson, a screen on Conley. Lobbed up there for Thompson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, Fred VanVleet is the prototypical floor general, and he just puts that pass exactly where it needs to be.
Conley kicks to Randle. Back to Conley. Wide open look. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. He's got 6. Houston leading by 5. Thompson inside the line. Minnesota with the rebound.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Houston's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Şengün finds Van Vliet. Here's Thompson. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his 7th assist in the game.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Here's Edwards. Oh, Edwards!
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. To the left side wing. Şengün passes to Thompson. From the corner. Not as good off the back rim and in. Thompson's got 26 points.
Not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut back down again to 5. The basket that time coming from Conley. Mike Conley was drafted, Doris, back in 2007. And somehow, some way, he's gone his whole career without receiving a technical foul. Heck, you and I have received technical fouls over here, but not him on the floor.
Kevin, that is an impressive feat. And it's also probably why he's won the NBA Sportsmanship Award more than anyone else in the history of the league, and why we will never win it.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert continues to embrace the challenge of elite rim protection. He said competition is what it's about. Sometimes I'm going to get dunked on, and sometimes I'll get the block. But I'm not going to stop coming and doing what I do. I'll be there every time. Kevin?
Just like you. Thanks so much.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
Conley finds Edwards. Launches a three, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 4 assists in the game. Conley against Van Vliet. Pass to Şengün. Here's Thompson. No good off the front iron.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
So they take the lead. Conley's got the lead up to 2 now for the Timberwolves.
You have got to be aware of where Mike Conley is. He's so capable outside the arc.
Şengün with the screen for Thompson. That one, no good. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Amen Thompson has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Tari Easton is out there with Jabari Smith. And then there's Steven Adams. Then it's Cam Whitmore. And it's Holiday in at the point guard. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Back to Alexander Walker. Miller outside. Alexander Walker passes to DiVincenzo. Fires from 18. The rebound by Steven Adams. Rockets trail. Pass to Whitmore. And Whitmore throws it down.
Oh, man. When Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
DiVincenzo passes to Miller. From deep Ingles. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
It's good from long range. And now it's a 3-point Houston lead.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
Miller finds Ingles. The Timberwolves working the ball around him. Another miss by Minnesota. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Houston. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. To the left wing. Here's Whitmore. Trains it from beyond the arc. Whitmore's got 8 points.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
DiVincenzo. Here's Alexander Walker. Sinks the three-pointer.
And there aren't many players more reliable from three-point range than he is, especially when the D's playing off him like that.
And when you look at Alexander Walker, Doris, so consistent from year to year.
This is a young man who knows his role, finds ways to help the team within the context of what the Stars are doing, and those are exactly the kind of role players you need in order to have a quality basketball team.
It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut back down to 3 after the basket from Reed.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Here's Whitmore. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And the wide-open shot from DiVincenzo misses the 3. Adams against DiVincenzo. The wide-open look here for Holiday. Good on the triple. Holiday's got his first 3 points of the game.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Whitmore from outside off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 6. Pass to Ingles and stolen by Whitmore. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And now running up the court, Miller pushing it up.
First personal foul.
On offense, here are the Rockets. They're on a 13-5 run. Holiday with the 3s, nailed from three-point land. Holiday's got the lead up to 9 now for Houston. DiVincenzo with it. Now Smith defending. Here's Miller. It's stolen by Smith. And stolen by Miller. Count the basket. 1:02 left in the third quarter of the game. Holiday surveying the floor. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Now, Alexander Walker. Ingles in the corner. Back to DiVincenzo. Reed kicks to Miller. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Houston. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Holiday with the 3. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 7. Miller outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. Goes up the baseline. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Substitution on the court.
Up in time. No good on that one. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Rockets on top, up by 5. And do not go away as we'll be back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Jaden McDaniels is out there with Randall, and it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. Conley against Van Vliet. It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Mike Conley.
Mike Conley starting to percolate a little bit here. Look out, defenders.
Şengün finds Thompson. Here's Brooks. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. It's Gobert with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's stolen by Green. From outside the arc. Rebound Minnesota.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
For 3, Edwards. Fred Van Vliet grabs the miss. Rockets leading by 6. The drive by Thompson. And then jammed down as he goes right over Anthony Edwards.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Here's McDaniels. Good on the three-point shot. McDaniels got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And that corner pocket triple, terrific shot by Edwards from deep.
Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's Randall with the drive. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
And the wide open shot from Green. Off target from three-point range. Timberwolves trail by 3. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Here's Thompson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Here's Conley. It's rebounded by Houston. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's stolen by Edwards. Floats it up for Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Julius Randle under tremendous pressure with the big bucket.
Şengün kicks to Brooks. Conley against Van Vliet. On the wing, Green. There's the triple. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. And Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. And clearly an important junction. He's going to have some choice words with his team. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. During the last break, got to listen in on Ime Udoka's huddle with his team. He said to them, keep building this lead, guys. Don't take your foot off the gas. Keep working hard. Run our stuff, guys.
Thank you, David. Shot by McDaniels, no good.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Here's Thompson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
All the officials are all over that one.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Rockets?
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
And Conley drops them both.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
Van Vliet outside. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him.
He's carried this team to this lead on his back, handling almost all the scoring duties.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
46 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
I don't know how you cannot love Fred Van Vliet. This guy brings toughness. He's fearless in the clutch. He competes on the defensive end, and his IQ is as good as it gets. Well, this trip to the line should seal the deal. Amazing job.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Pass to Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. And it goes out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Last touch by Green.
Timberwolves ball.
Here is Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. So we see Houston taking the W here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage.